Definitions of research. In order to fully comprehend the phrase research methodology, we are required to define research as a process, that what is meant by research as a procedure, and particularly within academic circles. Research is basically adding to scientific knowledge on any subject in any field of studies, right? So that is basically the addition is the point which is important here, that we would like to add up to a body of knowledge which already exists. So research is addition to that scientific knowledge. And then research is, according to Francis Cornell, research is a reliable, a verifiable process which is exhaustive in nature, right? So it is not at surface level. It is not a cursory level of study. It is something which is exhaustive in nature. It is in-depth study, logical, because things are plain according to the scientific procedure of studies, right? So that's why it is exhaustive. And it is verifiable because anything could be verified using those scientific procedures. So it is verifiable. It could be replicated. It could be verified. And it is reliable because the procedure which has been adopted for research is scientific in nature, because there was a properly, procedure followed by the researchers. Like there was observation, then on the basis of observation, there was hypothesis framed, and then on the basis of hypothesis, data was collected and it was interpreted, it was analyzed and interpreted, and then on the basis of the analysis, conclusion was made. So there is a scientific procedure, and that scientific procedure is verifiable, that's reliable. According to Clifford, Woody, which is basically from the University of Michigan, research is a careful inquiry or examination, which is a procedure in seeking facts or principles, right? This is more about like theory formation or model formation. When you study very carefully, very systematically a phenomena, and the inquiry is examined, it is evaluated, and then on the basis of the findings, particular model or particular theory is devised, right? Then we have another definition, which is as per the principles of critical thinking, and that is the phrase which is used for research is the discovery of truth, right? Because research is truth finding, okay? So it is about defining and redefining, because the previously defined thing may not be that much clear, that may not be really covering each and every aspect. So it is revisited and it is redefined, right? So it is about defining and redefining a problem or problems, right? Then we have this formulating hypotheses or hypotheses or suggesting solutions, right? So when we have a problem in hand, basically we, using our critical thinking and logically proceeding, we would definitely think about hypothesizing about the solution of that problem. So that would be giving us some suggestions, some solutions for that problem. So that is also research. And then research is, in its very scientific nature, it is about collecting data, right? Scientifically, then organizing that data and evaluating that data, right? And that evaluation is very scientific in nature. It is very objective in nature. And then on the basis of that interpretation and analysis, that data is concluded. So it is about like making deductions and reaching conclusions on the basis of data and on the basis of scientific procedures, right? There are some other definitions about research. C.C. Crawford, he defines research as a simply what is systematic and refined technique of thinking, employing specialized tools, very standardized tools, okay? Instruments like questionnaires and, observation sheets in our context, in the context of ELT, and then procedures which are verifiable, which are, replicable, and which are logical. Okay. And research is to obtain a more adequate solution of a problem than would be possible under ordinary means, right? So research is not really something which is looking for ordinary solutions. This is something which is logical, which is scientific, which is verifiable, which is replicable, and it is highly systematic, right? So that is the definition given by Crawford. And we have another definition given by the Encyclopedia of Social Sciences, right? And according to that encyclopedia, research is the manipulation of things, concepts, or symbols, and then on the basis of those procedures, which are the part of manipulations, generalizations are made. And those generalizations are basically in order to extend the, the truth which is found by the researchers. And then that generalization is to correct some, procedure, some processes, and then verify the knowledge which already exists, right? So that verification, that investigation is particularly the important aspect of research. And then we have Redman and Murray's definition who say that research is a systematized effort to gain new knowledge, right? Very simple, that the ultimate goal of research is to gain knowledge, right? That's the addition to the already existing body of knowledge, right? So that is systematic, right? This systematized effort is something which should be considered, that research is not like the ordinary way of finding things, but it is highly systematic and highly systematized. We have another very important definition given by Francis Rummel, who says that research is an endeavor to discover, develop, and verify knowledge, right? So it's about discovering. Things maybe existed earlier, but you are discovering, you are giving the new picture or the new, form of that entity or that phenomena under investigation, right? So on the basis of the discovery, you may be developing something, right? And it is a knowledge which is to be verified, and research is also the verifying process of the knowledge, right? So something which may be known already, but research is going to verify that, yes, it is scientifically existing, right? So this verification is an important aspect of research. And then, according to the same definition, this is an intellectual process. Intellectual, because there is creativity involved. This critical thinking is involved, right? So that is the process which is intellectual, and it is developed over hundreds of years, because research is in continuation to something which already existed, right? So research is, adding up to that already existing body, which may be existing for so many years, for hundreds and thousands of years, right? So research is that you are adding up to that knowledge, which is already present. And then it is ever-changing in purpose and form, because your purpose, which is today, that may not be the same tomorrow. So your purpose of research is ever-changing. And then its form is changing, because the form which is available with us today may not be the form of knowledge tomorrow, right? Like the example of technology is with us. Our technology, which exists today, it was not the case like just 2 or 3 decades ago, right? So it is extending again and again. It is being, refined again and again. So that's the definition of research given by Francis Rummel. And it's the last point is that it is always searching for truth, according to this definition, that you are searching for truth. And one more definition, which is given by P.M. Cook. According to this definition, it is an honest, exhaustive, intelligent searching for facts, right? So it is fact-finding, okay? So searching for facts, it is honest, because whatever scientifically devised methodology is behind the research, it is honest and exhaustive. Exhaustive, that it is fulfilling every aspect of that phenomena, right? Which is to be, specifically to be searched and to be evaluated. So it is exhaustive in nature, and it is an intelligent way of searching, because you are using the available knowledge, the available, scientific knowledge. So it is intelligent in nature. And then It is the searching for facts and their meanings or implications. So you are not only adding up to the facts, but you are also adding up to the implication of those facts. And then you are looking for new meanings, okay? And it is with reference to a given problem, because of course you have some problem in hand, and the the presence of problem is the starting point for research, okay? And the product or findings of a given piece of research should be an authentic and verifiable phenomena, or verifiable facts, okay? And research is contribution to knowledge in the field which is under study, okay? So that is the contribution to the body of knowledge which is particularly available in a specific field, okay? So according to this definition, it is an honest and exhaustive, intelligent procedure for the discovery of truth, and this is called research.